What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, series 3 I suppose it is. Thanks for sticking with us if you have been, and if you're new here, well, I'm Vic.
And I'm Morgan Freeman. Joanna is currently away on maternity leave, and because times are hard for actors right now, I've had to accept the job of a stand-in role. To help the transition, as you can see, I put on a wig. I'm also wearing a pair of her charming flip-flops to help me get a sense of Joanna's character. But the rest, my dears, is pure acting talent. So sit back, make yourselves comfortable, and enjoy another unremarkable episode of Holly the Cafe Boat.
What are we up to today?
Well, our friend David has got a boat on this mooring now. He's fitting it out. He's setting it out in the traditional way, so a boatman's cabin at the back, what they call a boatman's cabin, where the boatmen used to live, and then traditional, real back in the day, then the rest of the whole boat would just be open hold for cargo, sort of like that. A longer version of that boat. But now obviously there's cabin sides and everything else is normal, but it's still the boatman's cabin and the mid-engine room, so after that you've got a whole room dedicated to the engine. That's the same as what it would have been. We come on and look at boats in a very different way now. We're starting to get a bit more serious about planning our own new boat and its DIY design. So instead of sort of looking around and being, oh yeah, that's nice, we're like, tape measures out, we're like, right, what's that? Is that 5.5
Could you lose 6 inches here? There's also a little, tiny kitten.
Yeah.
So this is the boatman's cabin. Oh, it does look great.
For me, when you look at the shell outside, the vintage engine, you've got the traditional shell, you've got to have the boatman back cabin to go with it.
Because it does kind of run in your family, would you
Oh
say?
yes, I was brought up around boats. I've been around boats since I was 8 high. My dad used to build and fit shells back in the day when I was growing up. Once it gets in your blood, that's it, you can't get rid of it.
There's nice and light in here. These let in quite a bit of good light, don't they? After getting the go-ahead from Dave, I conducted a full and thorough inspection of his handiwork. What's this, pine? You never know where you might find a good idea, and Dave's boatman's cabin is a treasure trove of tricks for the budding boat builder. Oh yeah.
It's based on the traditional...
Yeah.
Oh, your drawings.
That's the bit that you're sat on now,
Oh yeah. When are these drawings from?
1935. Yards.
Yarwoods & Sons was a shipbuilders founded in the late 1800s. During the Second World War they made battleships, but on the canal they're famous for all the narrowboats they made for the old carrying companies. These plans we're looking at are from the original Yarwoods designs.
And that's got the range, it's got the pantry, it's got everything.
Oh my goodness.
At 9 foot long and just under 7 foot wide, the boatman's cabin is the ultimate tiny house, perfected over generations of boaters who managed to find space for everything they needed.
Wow. Drop down table, little stove.
There's your airspace, look, for the baby drawer.
Perhaps the most inspiring detail for us is the baby drawer, where the baby used to sleep.
So that's this drawer down here.
Yeah, that's the baby drawer.
So we could save some space because we're planning on a 4 foot bed and a separate room for the baby. But you could just have a 3 foot bed and then the baby drawer.
The baby drawer.
I can't believe they would put babies in there.
Yeah, so it's legitimately what they used to do. That's why they got the little bit there for the airspace, so that they wouldn't suffocate them, bless them.
That's nice of them. So maybe this is everything we need.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
so
it was good enough for them. The next traditional feature of Dave's boat is the vintage engine, complete with hand start.
that one's easier. Inside, on the end there's a little set screw That's in the full compression, but then you turn it over to remove the compression to allow you to start it. So basically I decompress the 2 cylinders with that,
Right.
and then when you're going like Billy, I shall just flick them both and we'll see what fires.
Oh, yeah, there's a bit of weight to it, isn't there?
Oh yeah, should go, go. Go on, keep going, a bit quicker, fast as you can. Go on, bit more, bit more, bit more. Oh. Nearly.
What did it? Was that
didn't feel nearly.
Sorry, that was compression. You go for whatever's easiest for you, mate.
Go Vic.
Go on, Vic. Oh, so close.
That was actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Do you want to have a go? She's going to do it now.
But I feel like I could if I didn't have a baby inside. Yeah, yeah.
Ready? Yeah. Oh,
That looked great. You look great doing that.
right. Oh. Ready? Oh.
This should be an Olympic sport.
Yep. Yeah. Oh.
That was quite
That
close, wasn't it?
was close.
Yeah, we've got her on the back foot. She's on the ropes.
She's ready. Ready? Yeah.
We're going up to turn around, but we're going to go through a couple of locks, I think. So we're going to turn around at the entrance to what used to be the Derby Canal in Sandy Acre.
This is a bit exciting. What do you think of how she handles?
Yeah, very sturdy. Like that old car that my dad has got that we used to drive. Yeah, like just heavy and sturdy, but good.
Yeah.
It's very like high,
Yeah.
like on me I feel, but I feel
Yeah.
like I'm gaining a lot more respect from passers-by.
In a great display of confidence, David's left us in sole charge of his boat while he goes down and makes some bacon sandwiches. Not too bad, hey? And Joe's just negotiating a little corner bridge, which is sometimes tricky enough in a short
I'm
boat.
calling it a hairpin S-bend. No one could accuse you of going too fast. Tick over on this boat.
It's such a fine, stately pace, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love it.
like make way coming through.
Yeah.
Our first lock. Oh, they can not have that much staying power.
Right, wind a bit on.
Don't wind it. Not too much.
No, go for it.
In case anybody's wondering what this thing is, do you want to show them, Joe?
Is it down?
Pretty warm in here now. Also pretty loud.
this is our turnaround point. We've just got up to the top of Sandy Acre Lock, and this down here is where, if the Derby Canal was still around, it would go down there to Swarkston. We've definitely walked up that bit with you. I think you can still cycle along the old towpath. But yeah, so this is where Vic's driving and he's got to turn it around. Got hiccups. But weirdly, I was thinking this morning, he gets hiccups loads, but I haven't had, I can't remember a time during this pregnancy when I've had hiccups. What kind of voodoo is that?
Hiccuping for the both of you.
Yeah. But things are getting pretty tight in there.
Yeah.
Those are two very familiar sites of the Erewash Canal. If you saw us here last year, they sort of like define each way. The train's that way, power station that way. Vic's editing a video today. I feel like all I want to do really is bake and cook. I don't know if it's because I've been watching MasterChef. So the plan for today is I'm going to go down to Holly, which is a little bit further down the mooring, and see what we've got left in the fridge that I can use up. I'm personally hoping it's all the things that I need to make a cheesecake. I know I'll have to go to the shop, but I think we've got some like cream cheese. I've got to really slow down. Can't do anything now. Last night I went to an antenatal, well, it's like a hypnobirthing like yoga class, which was so nice. I haven't slept so well in like a few weeks, but after that, wow, I was Captain Relaxo. It's definitely loads of fun being back on the moorings and just being able to go to that class last night. We joined a gym, so I've been swimming quite a bit. We've got things that we've ordered for the babe being delivered here. Like, there's so many things that are just off your mind when you're in one spot, so that's been really good. Trains are still pretty loud. Here we are, back on Holly. Seeing if any spiders have taken over anywhere, but it looks all good. See how things are in here. Lovely. Butter, cream cheese. I'm gonna make a baked vanilla, like a New York cheesecake. I think I've got some strawberries to make into some kind of sauce to go with it. I just think that's the best kind of cheesecake. Correct me if I'm wrong. Look at it. It looks like a massive souffle. And it's just huge. I don't know if I've taken it out at the wrong time. But I'd left it in for like 10 minutes over. And I think now it'll like shrink back down. I'm going to leave it to cool and compress. So that when I come back, hopefully it's that like real thick fudgy. Not fudgy, but just like mega dense texture. And then I put it in the fridge to get going.
I've been editing today, which is why I look like such a scruff bag. This is what usually has to happen to me after edit days.
Let's take a shower. Let's get moving. We're gonna take a shower, Captain. In we go. Stand underneath this, Captain.
We got things delivered. We got a crib. I don't think we'll actually use that one though. And we got this thing. I think this is just swaddly wraps. How cute are they? This one's an into the garden. Like carrots, blueberries. Oh, badger. First badger Vic's ever seen, even though he keeps saying he sees them at night. It's a playmat. He's meant to look at this and be absolutely mesmerised. Never cry, never want for anything. We'll have to keep everything in its boxes so it feels like a real party when we can unbox them. Are you ready to see what the cake turned out like?
Yeah.
It's very reassuringly heavy.
I would have thought so. I haven't got like 6 eggs in it. That looks incredible.
I'm going to slice it now and then serve with the strawberry. I'm making like a strawberry coulis. The difference between a coulis and a compote, I realised, is this bit, the pureeing or the sieving. Oh, that is good, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is bad. This is bad. Right, we're gonna have to get these out.
You're having the time of your life now, aren't you?
Yeah, I think I've been actually quite nervous about this all day.
Have you?
I've been nervous. That's a lot of cream cheese to put into something that might not turn out right.
You get nervous about the cakes, don't you?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh, superb, thank you very much.
No worries.
Oh, look at that. Oh, superb.
Oh.
Absolutely superb, thank you.